I'm gonna bank on what he's gonna say. That the trench is one of the most classic, wearable, all the time, anytime, doesn't matter your shape, your size, your height, your figure, doesn't matter. And so, in this idea of spring is on the horizon, I don't know if you remember last week, Isaac launched the whole Inspired by Rio Spring 2015 collection, the print that you saw in the cardigan. Now, it fully lines the inside of not only the hood, that is detachable, thank you buttons, but now outerwear could even double as indoor wear because this thing is cut like a dream with princess seams and a whole like waistline belt line, so cute, but nice and long, and it has the pockets and the inside is, oh. Okay, so before we get on eye on the line, let me get the colors out of the way because this is totally new today. This is gonna be numbered sizes, not lettered, right? So you're gonna do sizes 2 all the way up to plus size 28. This is gonna be your sand, real quick, unbuttoning so you can see. Oh, wow, and machine wash if I didn't mention. This is gonna be your sand. This is gonna be your navy. I'm in it and I took the hood off because I just wanted you to see what it looks like without. And then down here is going to be what we call the flame. 2 things you should know, hot pick. It's outerwear, but it's barely more than $100. Secondarily, today's the only day of the month that you're getting that around $100 feature price and the easy pay that gets it home for $35 and change. That's all a satin liner in there. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, buddy.
Hiya, honey.
Are you shoveling yet?
You know, we're kind of like bracing ourselves a little bit. It's pretty bad, but it's getting steadily worse at the moment. So.
Okay, so
and I love it. You know, I love a good blizzard.
I know, me too.
That's a cute coat, by the way. You look cute in it, I must say.
Not bad, right? So tell everybody about the trench and why you did the trench and, you know, all that.
Well, I gotta tell you, like, keep calling it a trench, which I get. It's a trench. But it's also got this kind of duffely thing going on about it. Am I right?
A what-y thing?
A duffely thing.
What's a duffel?
Well, a duffel I think of as like a kind of like an all-weathery kind of a coat, like a trench coat, but it has a hood that detaches.
Yeah.
Right? To me, that's what a duffel is.
Yep.
You know. So this thing, while it's still the chicest trench in the world, with, by the way, those buttons, which are everything.
They're
Am I
great.
right about the buttons?
Totally.
The buttons are so cute, but. So, like, while you have that kind of trench thing going on, you also have this kind of, like, hooded thing going on. You know, like this, I love to call that coat a duffel trench. Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah, it sounds awesome. The lines of it are gorgeous. Like, it is total European train station, right down to your little buttons right on the cuff. It's great, bud.
I know.
So is this...
Look at, you know what, a couple of things I'm so proud of about this coat. The way it fits. You know, like, because there are a lot of duffel coats out there that just go like blah, 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 you know? And this one really kind of gives you a shape, Shawn. Am I right about this?
Totally.
There's nothing blah or blah about this.
Yep. That's what I'm saying, because when you button it, I mean, first of all, I know in the Navy it's harder to see, and I forget what you call, Isaac, this thing in the middle, but there's this, like, waistband thing.
Yeah.
And it cinches you in, bud. And then the on-seam pockets and the princess seams. Outerwear and coats never fit like this. It's like a coat dress. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's totally great. I got to tell you, the other thing is like the surprise of the print inside.
Yeah.
Great, you know, right? Like,
yeah.
What are you talking about? I mean, like, it's. I just love the happiness of that when you kind of look inside the coat. You get that wonderful print, which is kind of like a signature print for the season. We love that print. That's our sort of like first breath of springtime, that print, you know? And it's kind of giving me collage, which is what I love.
The
it's
print,
like a floral, like a paper collage or something, like a paper cutout collage.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, it's killing me because you have some of my favorite clothes in the show tonight.
I'm
that
sorry.
I can't make it, and I couldn't make it there. It's literally killing me. You have that coat. You have that incredible little one-time only, the little pant there.
I know, the new 24/7 stretch, yeah.
That kills me, that little pant. And then that shoe. That amazing Oxford shoe. I know. I'm just saying, it sort of kills me that I can't be with you because it's some of my favorite stuff tonight.
All right, but that's okay. You're just going to be with us even though you're not with us. We've got you on the phone lines. It's all good.
That's right, honey.
But
That's
okay,
right,
let me
cutie.
remind everybody. So this is new, right? We're leading the show with a hot pick. Spring has sprung, at least in our heads, but when it finally does spring, you're still gonna need major something outerwear for many months to come until it gets so sweltering hot that now you're just shedding every layer. So I love that Isaac brings you this. It's around $100, Isaac, and I'm just gonna tell everybody, this is the only day of the month you're getting the easy pay. This is the only day of the month you're getting that feature price that hovers around $100. You know, Isaac, outerwear is not $100 from a designer.
No.
That never happens.
Especially not that quality. I mean, there's a hunk of textile there. I mean, that's a water repellent coat.
Yep.
You wear that coat like happily in the rain and the drizzle. You're going to be absolutely dry as a bone when you take that coat off. You know,
It's so great.
It's a great coat, and I just love the kind of like spring forwardness of the piece.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, let's face it, that's a 12-month-a-year coat.
Yep.
You could layer that over like, you know, cashmere sweater or something later in the season, but come like March, April, May, when you need a little raincoat, there's your go-to piece.
Yep.
It really is a go-to piece, and it just covers everything so well. It's like such a perfect length, right?
Oh, it's brilliant.
And, the button-off hood makes it so versatile.
Yeah, I'm showing that right now.
I always love buttoning the hood off and seeing those buttons like just mysteriously like sort of on the coat itself.
Like floating around
that's such a chic thing.
Hang on, I'm just showing everybody. I can't unbutton it with my nails right now, but still, they're these great oversized enamel buttons, and even the ones that keep the hood on, which, by the way, when you take the hood off, Isaac, do you think it would be insane for me to keep this on and rock it as like a long trench blazer indoors without the hood?
Absolutely. I think that's great. I really do. I mean,
the fit's
I
awesome.
love the kind of all-purposeness of this piece. I love the length of this piece.
Me too.
It's going to be the piece that you wear, and like you're going to be happy, like sliding in and out of taxis, in and out of cars, etc. It's not too long.
Yep.
I kind of love the way your skirt is peeking out of the bottom of it, Shawn.
Do you like it?
It looks really cute. Like your skirt that you're wearing is a little bit longer than the coat, and that looks cute to me. I also love this whole look. Kind of like a really vintage look with that skinny pant coming up, that skinny 24/7 pant that's coming up.
Why does this look, like, is this Audrey Hepburn? What is going on here? I'm seeing someone...
Totally Audrey Hepburn.
Right?
Have you ever seen that movie Funny Face, where she's like sort of, you know, playing like...
with Fred Astaire.
Like a picnic moment.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got a coat just like this in that movie.
That's what I thought.
Totally, absolutely.
And by the way, when she's outside Tiffany's, at breakfast at Tiffany's, isn't she also in a trench?
No. Well, she might be in a trench, but that's a different look. I'm going like, that's a little later. This is a little bit earlier. This is more like Funny Face. This is more like beatnik kind of situation than the breakfast at Tiffany's thing.
Correct.
It's so kind of fresh and young and sort of ageless. Like any age will just this is such a great coat.
But you know what's so funny now as you're describing this, by the way, everybody, I just want to steer you on your screen to $35 of Easy Pay, which rules. It's machine washable. The coat itself, the shell outside is a cotton span blend, but then the inner liner is that Rio-inspired, colorful poly satin. Isaac, there are a couple of things that you didn't include in this trench, which I think really freshen up the idea of a trench, and one is a belt, and then the two is epaulets.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, like, well, that belt to me really is something incredible. Again, about like sort of giving you that instant shape, you know?
Yeah.
I just love that whole idea of like just that little extra added attention to detail that you, and that's what we're talking about, like the value here. Like, we could easily have done without that belt. That's a lot of sort of sewing and matching and
you mean the waistband, right?
On a piece. But I think it really adds so much to the look of the thing.
The waistband,
to the kind of money look of it.
Yeah.
To the way it fits. I mean, it adds so much. I feel like it's really like central to the whole coat. You know.
This.
And I will say that like each and every spring we do kind of work on this piece, and we present it usually. We usually have like this one piece that we bring out roughly around this time of year, which is kind of like her like spring outerwear piece.
Yep.
But you tell me one woman, okay, who cannot wear any of those colors, like from the minute she gets it home, right, which would probably be like, I don't know, the first week of February or something, through to the next 1st of February. You are going to literally be in this coat like for 12 months. I mean, especially if you live in like Los Angeles or you live in, I don't know where, like Florida or something, this is going to be your go-to piece all year.
Adorable.
But if you live on the East Coast, right,
yep.
like the minute it turns like, I don't know what, March or April, and you need a little rain outerwear piece that you can layer over things because it's still chilly, and then going into, you know, sort of June when it's raining all the time, and even July and August when you need a little piece to just throw over things, you know. I mean,
think it's great.
This is a real necessity in her wardrobe. I promise you. It's like, this is not one of those things you're going to, like, get home and, like, feel sorry, and you're going to look at it ponderously, like, how do I wear this? How do I wear this? This is never going to stay on a hanger. It's your go-to piece. You need this piece, you know?
So what I was going to say is I love the clean lines of how you updated the trench, because I think
too.
sometimes the epaulettes feel military. The belt, if you don't know how to tie it or if you don't want to use it, it just hangs there. So this is a very clean, like, fresh update. And the only other thing I want to tell everybody, guys, new tonight, $105 for outerwear, but again, because of the lines of it, you could keep this on as a long trench blazer indoors.
You could. Yes, you could.
I just think it's so, so wicked flattering.
I mean, you're talking about it having epaulettes. It really isn't epaulettes. It's really like a yoke to me.
No, buddy, I'm saying it doesn't have epaulettes.
No, it does not have epaulettes. Oh, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, it doesn't have epaulettes.
Normally a trench, you see the epaulettes and you see the hang belt that you have to tie.
Yeah.
I like that this has none of that. It's nice and clean.
Yeah. Well, I keep telling you, like, I think of it as, like, to me, it's like a very special trench. It's a trench duffel. You know what I mean? And to me, that's everything about this coat. You know, like, that's a word that's happening in, like, fashion at the moment for spring is this word duffel. It's just like this idea of a duffel coat that could be, like, you know, a little hooded moment, a little, almost like a little, like, springtime parka or something like that, a duffel coat.
So, we're going to let you go because we're out of time and it's the hot pick and we're also busy on the phone. So, over 1,100 of these orders. Will you just stand by with me?
Honey, absolutely. I'm here for the whole show. You just say my name and I'll start talking.
I love it. I super love it. Is it wrong if I flash people like this?